Well, not a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, as we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Dallas. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
He cuts it right. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Williams. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
From the gun is Prescott. Has it in close. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. George Pickens the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. This into the hands of Will Dissly. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Chargers, first down. A gain
I'm
of
not going to call this a
16
must-score
yards.
drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain
They
of
get
23
23 on that
yards.
one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I love these misdirection runs. You use that defense's speed and aggressiveness against them. It is really, when you put this play in the playbook and you call it, you want to see that defense overreact, and then you cut them in half with the misdirection.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. This is caught downfield by Allen. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
2 yards.
Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Has room into the secondary. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Tolbert now to return it. Escapes a defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 from the 43. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. On the move, past the 40. next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Chargers 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Darius Davis to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. New set of downs for him from the 31. Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's tackled at the 30.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action now for Herbert. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here's Vidal on the give. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's good to McConkey. And they get this down to the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Up the middle, Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
A gain of 12
And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Herbert on 1st down. Dump off caught by his back. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
15 more yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they do.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chargers make it a 1-point game.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14.
14.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, Chargers have 6 DBs out there. Dak now from the gun. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Prescott. Right side, caught by Davis. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to number 43.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and, really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Dak off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now it's Prescott again. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Complete to Jake Ferguson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another throw for Prescott. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And we haven't even reached the end of 1, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
21, Chargers 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running with Vidal out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Here's again to Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. to throw. Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, Herbert. That throw finds Conklin. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Herbert to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Vidal trying this up the gut. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinton Williams.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Gain of 7.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tolbert now to return it. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense to line, this is 2nd and 4. Play action now for Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. Shoots away from one. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
First down, here's Dak. Connects on the crosser. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get 6 more on their early advantage. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Got a screen to the running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Picked up at the 38. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Prescott now off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys make it a 3-possession game. that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18.
35. Chargers 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
15, Lad McConkey. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Herbert. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. This fine Schoonmaker complete. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's brought down after a short gain.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Up the gut they go with Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Prescott now to throw on third down. And they take him down right along the 30. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Prescott here from the gun. He's got it near the 10. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Screen here for Williams. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
A handoff for Williams, running left. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on second down.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Catch made. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. A good effort, but now they've got a choice to make on fourth down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go, fourth and goal inside the 1. It's a designed run for him. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Chargers getting set. First and 10. A run with Vidal. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Another run for Vidal. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by Deron Bland.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
They stay on the ground with Vidal. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. This is cut downfield by Allen. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Motioning the tight end now. 1st and 10, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Second and 3 now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Vidal gets in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it an 11-point ball game.
35. Chargers 24.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dak to the air here. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Play action now for Prescott. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Williams now on 1st and 10, and he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Dak now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the play, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Drops this one down here for Williams. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Prescott again. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down, but instead it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and then extends their lead to 14.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Allen bringing in another one. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. Throwing on first is Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
It's Herbert once more. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert again. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Herbert to throw once more. That one's good to McConkey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. I'll motion the slot man right. 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Fires right away, but incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Tight end going in motion here. Back to the air, Herbert. And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 31.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Prescott on 1st and 10. Completes it again to Pickens. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
To George Pickens. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw once more. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th Floor Studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Making some progress here. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Chargers and running back Imani Vidal trotting back out to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Handoff headed right to Vidal. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That stop made by Donovan Ezaraku.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the play fake, it's Herbert. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Tyler Conklin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
This is Vidal. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game. 1st
and 10, Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And this one doesn't go far.
Keenan Allen. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On for the Chargers field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Tolbert now to return it. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Cowboys about set to take over. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Running right, it's Williams. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
So 1st down from the 41. Dak off the play fake. Out left, Lamb makes the ground. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Lamb out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Right back to Williams on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Dive play straight ahead. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
As a corner in this
No
league,
gain on the
well, you can
play.
go to the Pro Bowl
It's
if you can
3rd
cover.
and 10.
You want to be an all-pro? You stick someone like that.
Chargers are going to opt for a 5th DB, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Aubrey puts it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Idell now from the pistol. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
So the false start backs him up. This is 2nd down and 9. Herbert now off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he'll have a small gain up to about the 32. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On 3rd down, Herbert dumped off to his running back and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Draw play, this is Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Another run for Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They fake the handoff, now Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott takes off with it. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Vidal. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target, and really the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
To the air on 3rd and long. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a pickup of 26. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He just keeps finding McConkey. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's another.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Here's Vidal on the give. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A 7-yard gain.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Herbert from the gun. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
44. Chargers 41.
Crawley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Tolbert now to return it. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. First down now, ball at the 33. First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Complete to George Pickens. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Up the gut they go with Williams. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Nickel look by the Chargers here. 3rd down. Running for the marker with Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be good for Dallas. First down.
First and 10.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Prescott here from the gun. That's caught by Williams. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Stopped by Deion Henley. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Dak now from the gun. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
1st and 10 from the 43.
He's cracked. Check nickel. Checking crack.
A run with Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Hits his running back. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Williams. And he surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Dak to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 16.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion, because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And this one does not go far.
Prescott on the keeper.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. From 37 yards in the right hash.
37-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, the field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Kate, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun.
No.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Could make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take
The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
2nd down run by Davis. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Prescott on 1st and 10. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chargers send wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive.
22-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action now for Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was the head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. It's Herbert once more. Gets him on the in route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
The Chargers, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running with Vidal out of the gun. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Herbert back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line, no gain.
This wide receiver run game, what it really does, Kate, is it tests the soundness of your defense. How assignment sound are you? Well, that was an excellent example of this defense doing its work on the practice field and, more importantly, put into execution on the game field.
Here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
1st down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Even if this QB knew from the very get-go somebody be waiting for him, there's no chance he was going to salvage that play. I'd be surprised if he even got a second to look upfield before he was greeted with the big old open arms for an easy sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Prescott here from the gun. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 12 in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Dak out of the pistol. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 55, Chargers 41.
always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And we put everything he's got behind it. He's got it at the 30. He goes the distance, touchdown LA. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th.
Chargers.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 48.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing on first is Prescott. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 1st and 10, here's Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
25 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Counter give here to Davis. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
A gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
Chargers are going to opt for a 5th DB, 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's from 35 yards away.
35-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, and you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He just keeps finding McConkey. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he is down to the 30-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Into the hands of Conklin. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Herbert to throw once more. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every
on
analytics book
downs.
out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's a design run. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early.